leading. Confirm that when they burst out, yes it is, burst out behind the RDC clubhouse, and round to the right they go into Luffield, a long right hand. Driven number 18, and in third place it is Jess Hawkins, number 11, and then the number 4 car for Teddy Wilson, who's managed to get past the car who started ahead on the grid, number 14 Chris Bridle car, and John Davis still coming through now after that spin at Brooklands on the second green flag lap on the approach to the grid. But the car's already making their way through Beckett's, and it's an increasing lead for Charles Hall as they head out towards Alan Hyde.
Yep, and down the Hanger Straight they'll come for the second time under racing conditions, and down towards Stowe Corner. It's interesting as well on the timing screen, although that first lap behind the safety car was at the start of the race, they're only counting on the timing screen that they've completed one lap. So the top two are already through Stowe, top three now, because Jess Hawkins, who was caught out by the wind on one occasion, a gust of wind coming through Stowe Corner during her section of qualifying down here at Stowe. The car had a spin, a 180 spin, got back on the circuit, and then exactly the same thing happened to teammate Shane Kelly a little bit later on. He wasn't looking towards the wind, was maybe questioning whether there was something that wasn't quite right on the car to have caused an almost identical moment for both drivers in the number 11 car. Well, the number 11 car seems to be going okay. It's in third place. It's falling back just a little bit now from Rodolfo Gonzalez. He's a driver whose name I've not mentioned for many years, but Rodolfo is a great guy. I remember him competing in Formula Renault many years ago, and went all the way to knocking on the door of a Formula One drive, didn't he?
Down the Wellington Straight into Brooklands once again, and a little bit closer, I think, perhaps. Seconds. The remainder of cars come through. The order is a misfire there, or was that just rev limiter perhaps? But anyway, it's the Charles Hall number 77 that leads. Second place is 18 Rodolfo Gonzalez. Third place Jess Hawkins, and in fourth place is Chris Bridle, and then so he's got back past Teddy Wilson, who had got past last time around but drops down to fifth, and John Davis yet to appear, having a tough time of it, John Davis, in the Radical. In fact, he's still running. Yes, here he is, just arrived at Luffield.
All the gaps come down between the top two, I understand, as they turn out of Stowe Corner. They're going down towards Vale now, but the conclusion of the second flying lap of this race was a gap of 1.6 seconds between Charles Hall and Rodolfo Gonzalez. To the eye, that time coming out of Stowe, and on the run down towards Vale, it looked to be quite a bit closer on this part of the circuit. You do also get a great view with the live stream, the pictures, as the car goes off into the distance. You get the impression of what you can see as a driver of what's in front, and if you are close to a car in front, it is very little indeed. Visibility is horrible, isn't it?
It is, absolutely. I was thinking that when you were saying about them coming towards you down the Hanger Straight, and all I could see on the screen was one car and a ball of spray mist.
Yeah. So spare a thought for Rodolfo Gonzalez, because he's closed up on the back of Charles Hall, and therefore will have a visor full of water.
Well, they're onto the Wellington Straight once again.
I think it's case, guys, of looking at the rain light at the back and just working out where you are from there.
That's bravery, isn't it?
Yeah. Very good. Yeah, we've had that before in karting, haven't we? You know, it's in an open cockpit.
Rodolfo Gonzalez, a 2:25.793. That compares with the qualifying times yesterday, just below 2 minutes. In fact, the number 18 car at 1:58.4 and the pole position time at 1:57.8. So 2:25, that's 25 and a bit seconds slower because of these wet conditions, as the leaders are back onto the hangar straight again.
And the gap between the two of them this time, coming through Stowe, that wide line, keeping off the normal racing line and trying to pick up as much grip as possible coming around Stowe, looks to be a little bit extended from the previous lap. So Charles Hall potentially has responded to that fastest lap of the race being put in by the second place car of Rodolfo Gonzalez in the number 18 car. The car threading its way through Stowe now, number 14 in fourth place, and comes through just Chris Bridle. Another motorsport car. The rest of them heading now up the Hamilton Straight, past the wing. Incredible building has taken place in Silverstone over the past 15 years. Maybe the catalyst that started all of those building projects was this incredible building just to my left down here in Stowe. I can see the back of the wing building. Incredible building.
Just cutting in, guys, I've just had a message from, or chat to one of the BBC guys down in pit lane, and it's not just the spray that they've got to deal with out there. One of the cars had a close shave with a fox that ran across the track earlier on, so there you go, there's all sorts of things lurking out on that.
Well, the famous Silverstone hare, which I recall going back